And I've had the privilege to know Mona for 4 years, but something that you may not know about Mona is that she has to deal with a very aggressive startup board. She has to deal with Steve, and she has to deal with managing Wes. And although they're pretty easy, now and then they take some managing, just like the board takes managing. And Mona is the reason that this space that you're in tonight is built out. The reason that we have walls, the reason that we have floors, is our managing director and community manager went out and got the job done. We said, build it out. You don't have a lot of money because we want to save it for creating jobs and getting companies in the door, and Mona did that. And she begged and borrowed and got sponsors, and we have a lot of thanks for all of you for that, but Mona Parikh, thank you so much.
Thank you, John. Thank you, everyone. I never thought this day would come, but it's finally here, and it couldn't look better. But none of that would have been possible without a lot of the people standing in this room. And so, quite a few of you are already standing, but I am gonna call some people out by name, and this might take a while, but it is important that we recognize our founding sponsors, because literally without their help, none of this would have been possible. Steve Redker, obviously, Wes Garnett, Bradford, thank you. Obviously the Delaware Economic Development Office, Buccini Poland, Chris is here, which I'm so happy about. University of Delaware Horn Program for Entrepreneurship, Saul Ewing, Alvaro Cooperman. Without their help, I would not have known how to file our taxes. Young Conaway, Stargate Taylor, we really appreciate the support and the friendship and the fact that you believed in us so much to sign on last week as sponsors. Thank you. DuPont, this was also a recent partnership that's been merged. And Sue, where's Sue? Sue, there she is. Sue, thank you for taking a risk on us, and we're going to make you proud and help you knock this MLDP program out of the ballpark. Interior Design Services, Jay Green Architectural Photography, Downtown Visions, where's Will? Will. Post My Site, Nick Matarese, Sarah Zero, J. Anthony Miguez, Adam Cofield, the Williams Law Firm, Cross and Simon, Corporate Interiors. Look around you folks. There are some really, really amazing pieces of furniture here. This is because of Kathy Berry and Kate standing right over there. They said, we're gonna help you make this dream possible. If you get a chance, thank them. Metro Color, JD Gates and Associates. Katie O'Hara, where is Katie? Katie is our fearless interior designer who basically I begged to take us on as clients on the very limited budget we have. In exchange for her kindness, her expertise, and just sheer intelligence, we gave her the front and center office down here. Katie, thank you. We're going to raise more money, I promise. Photographs by Alessandra. Thank you, my dear friend, for coming back to help us. Thomas Miller, Thomas, Tim, Rory, World Cafe Live with the Queen, Bob Hirschfeld, Sarah Fabrica, the Emerging Enterprise Center, and many more. I'm being told I'm running out of time. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all of your help. But there's one person in particular that I think deserves special recognition, and he is who I will be introducing next. Governor Markell, you put them first in the first stage, so thank you so much for everything you've done for us.
Thank you. You know, the best part about tonight for me is that when I look at all of you, there are a lot of you that I don't know. And that really is a positive, because there have been a lot of conversations over the last few years about creating a stronger entrepreneurial community in Delaware, and so often, when we have those meetings, the same people keep showing up, and they're great people, and this wouldn't have happened without them. But the fact is, the only way that we take this to scale, the only way we do something that's really going to transform Wilmington and transform Delaware, is we get a whole lot of new people involved. And I think, to see such a fantastic crowd in such an awesome space is really, really encouraging. I met a woman just now who came up from Seaford, Delaware, as she works with the libraries in Sussex County, and she came up because she said she's been thinking about what she can do to create a stronger entrepreneurial community in Sussex County. And where's the place that she goes? She comes right here to Wilmington. You know, last year, Wilmington, for the first time ever, cracked the top 25 list in terms of startup communities across the country. And that's great, but we got a long way to go. And I really do believe that with the kind of energy and the fact that Mona had to thank so many people, you know, sometimes people thank everybody at these events and it gets a little bit old. This time was different because it showed that so many people were behind the vision that has been created. You know, John Brilliant, who has been, by the way, one of these people who's been in every one of these conversations for the last few years, has been working so hard and so long, and he started talking to me about a year ago about this nurturator. I didn't know what a nurturator was, and specifically about this partnership he's created, and you know, the partnership with Christiana Care. Very excited. And I do think, you know, what we do better in Delaware than most states is we figure out ways to work together across the government sector, the private sector, you know, the big companies, the entrepreneurial sector, the not-for-profits, the academic community, and that's what this is all about. And so while we at the state government level, you know, we're happy to play a supportive role in getting Startup Delaware going, in the end, you know, we're not the ones who are going to make this successful. It just doesn't work like that. And so I'm really hopeful, seeing all of you here tonight, that this community will get stronger and stronger. I know that Mona had asked me, Mona, you were supposed to put, I was supposed to say you're supposed to support something specific. What was that?
Thank you so much, Aaron. We have started a crowdfunding campaign because we've gotten this far with the help of all of you who I named and many more, but we cannot do it without what we need to take it to the next level. So we started a CrowdTilt campaign, tinyurl.com/acatalyst4dreamers. If you forget that, go to our website, startitupdelaware.org, and there's a banner that Steve so graciously put on there this afternoon on his ride down from the beach. I don't know how he codes and drives at the same time. But thank you.
So support that crowdfunding campaign. And I think, you know, Steve and Wes, when they started this thing, you know, they came you know, they basically said we're gonna start the coin loft. We don't know exactly how it's gonna go. And for them to have the opportunity to be here tonight and to look out and see 250 people who share the same vision, the question now is very simple. Does this just continue to be a vision, or is it a vision that is made real? And the answer to that is up to all of us. Let's go make it happen. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Governor Markell. I know that he has to leave, so let's give him another round of applause. So it is my privilege to kind of wrap the night with someone who's become very near and dear to me in the past 6 months. And now that I think about how short of a period of time that actually is, for him to go from us just meeting through a tweet at a conference to us having a conversation, to us having a few meetings, to us having many, many, many meetings, to him saying, you know what, I think we can launch this. And I said, well, that's funny because we're about to relaunch, so why don't we just do it on the same day? And there's one thing in particular about Chris that I want to touch on before I give it up to him.